Hey everyone, this is Mrs. Hartley. I volunteered to create a real quick video here to walk you through what you have to do to create the URLs you need to finish your science fair application once and for all. So, hopefully, if you're watching this video, you've already reached this point, which means that all of these different sections have been filled in, all of your safety forms are done, you've completed your endorsements, and everything's good to go, and your teacher has approved your science fair to move on. If you're not at this point, you might want to pause this video because it's not really going to apply to you just yet. The main thing that you want to check for is make sure that you have a link up here that says virtual fair, because that will mean you're ready to go on. When you click on this, you will notice that there are 3 fields here that are requiring you to include URLs to various documents that you need to submit. The first one here is your written project report, which is your experiment logbook. The video presentation, however you did it, needs to be shown here. And then the poster, which could be your PowerPoint presentation or an actual photograph of a poster. Make sure that you have that also printed in a PDF or a close photo. Okay, so either way, you're going to have a file that you need to make available to the judges. And the way they've asked us to do that is up here. It says, please make sure you've uploaded your work to Google Drive, submit the links in the text boxes below, and make sure that the sharing setting of the links in your Google Drive is set as anyone with the link. That's not a very instinctive process for some of us, so that's what we're going to look at right now. So just to back up a little bit, we are going to take a sample project logbook. Obviously, this is a not complete one. Hopefully yours looks much more complete than this. But we're going to print it to a PDF. So just to review how to do that, you're going to click on File, then come down here to Print. You may have something up here besides Save as PDF. So if that's the case, you want to click the drop down and find Save as PDF. Now, if you're on a Chromebook, this does save to the PDF. It does save to the Chromebook's files. I'm on a Windows machine, so you'll see it'll go to my desktop. I'm going to save that. There we go. Notice that I already have my slideshow here. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so now that's saved and I can close out of that. But I need to get to URLs. Right now, file is not going to help me. So what I need to do now is I need to open Google Drive. Now, as a teacher, I use Google Drive a lot, so it shows up here in one of my hot links. But if you don't, you can hit drive.google.com and it will prompt you to log in. You should use your GSA email. And if it's the first time you visited Drive, you might be surprised to notice that there's all of your files are here. All of your assignment files from Google Classroom will be here. Anything that you've ever created in Docs will be stored here somewhere. So what we need to do is we need to create basically probably just a folder to keep our stuff in so it's nice and organized. So I'm going to click on this New button. And I'm going to click on the very top button that says Folder. You don't want to click Folder Upload. That's going to prompt you to upload a whole folder of files. So what you want is the top one, Folder. And then I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it something logical, like Science Fair 2021. The name does not matter. You can name it whatever you want, as long as you can find it again. So go ahead and click Create. Okay, so now I have a folder here. That was easy. And now I open it, and of course, it's empty because I haven't put anything in it yet. So I am going to go back to New now, and I'm going to go get that file that I just made. Go to File, Upload. Sorry. We're going to go to the Middle School Science Fair logbook. I'm going to open that. All right, so now that's there, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other things that are there that I need. So I'm going to put my slideshow in there as well, and I'm going to upload my video. Now, if you have made your video in Flipgrid, you may have to contact your teacher to get the file. I think students can go ahead and download their own, but what we're looking for is an MP4 format. Okay, so it should look kind of like this after it's uploaded to your folder. So what we want to do now is make sure that we have obeyed this requirement, that we have made the sharing settings right here, anyone with the link. So here's how that's done. You're going to click on one of the files, and I would only click on one. You can do them all at once, but it's a little more confusing. So we're just going to click on the first one. And this icon, that is the sharing icon, will show up. It's a little guy with a plus by him. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll pop up this, kind of a two-screen pop-up. Up here, I could add specific people and share it just with them, and I can set what each one can do. But what I really want is down here, the Get Link. But right now, if I give this link, if I were to make a link and give it to anybody, only I could open it because I'm the only person listed up here. So what I want to do is see this blue line where it says Change Link to Gateway Science Academy of St. Louis. I want to click that. Okay, that's the first step. All right, so it's going to update my permissions. And now anyone, if I give the link to anyone at GSA, anyone that logs into Google with a GSA email account would be able to open it. However, anyone outside of GSA would not be able to, and that's not what we want either. So now that it's set like this, I can go to this drop down here and I can select anyone with the link. So that's where that comes from. All right. So now this link is going to turn green. That tells me that it's at the anyone with the link stage, and that's what I want. So now I'm going to copy this link that I've just created, and I'm going to go back to this concept site, and I'm going to put that here. I'm going to paste it in. Okay, so this is my Google Drive URL for that document. Okay. Now I'm going to come back here because now I have to put all three in at the same time. So that's one thing that's a little quirky. If you don't have them all ready to go, you're not going to be able to enter any of them. So next I'm going to do my video, same thing. I'm going to highlight it, go up here, click on the dude. I'm going to come down here and click on the change link. So I'm going to change that. And then I'm going to set it so that it is anyone with the link. Now it's green. I'm going to click copy, come back here, and I'm going to paste it in. Now, when you get here, you can also click in there and just hit Control V, and it should paste it in there. I right click or double tap to put it in with my mouse. So I'm going to go here, and I'm done with that. And I'm going to finally, the last thing is the slideshow. Same thing. Going to change it to GSA, and then go to anyone with the link. Now it's green. Copy that link, put it here, paste. Okay, then I'm going to click Save URLs, and it's been completed successfully. And now I'm entered in the science fair once and for all. Okay, so that is the steps you need to take to complete this. Just please bear in mind that if you do not have any of these certain of these requirements available, it's not going to save them. You have to have your video presentation ready to go, you have to have your written report ready to go, and you have to have your poster before you can put them in and save them. Okay, if you have any questions, please reach out to the science team here at Gateway Science Academy. Feel free to email us or put a comment in the Google Classroom that we've set up. And we are happy to answer your questions. Have a great day.